Good morning, good morning, good morning. I lied yesterday when I said I didn't have to work today. I do have to work today, my normal person job, so I gotta go do that at 11, but we're gonna get the lumbar started today. One thing, I did work on it last night and I got some stuff refined. I didn't like the way the bolt-in was working yesterday when I showed it to you. I kind of rushed it because I was trying to get the video and just wasn't perfect. So I did some work on it last night and I got it working, but one thing I'm worried about is the program is running really slow, and I think the reason for that is that there's those two big files, the torso and the pelvis in there, which has me worried, one, about just finishing the lumbar, but also doing the arms and the legs, because those also have to be, doesn't have to be built off both of them, but the arm's going to get more and more complicated as it progresses, right? Because I'm doing the torso, then the shoulder girdle, then the arm, then the forearm, then the hand. The hand is going to be pretty damn complicated in and of itself. The other parts will be all fairly complicated, and there won't be a way to only bring in like this one, because this part will be attached to this part, and this part will be attached to this part, and this part will, so it'll have all the files all the way back. So I'm a little worried about being able to have my computer process all that now that I'm running slow on both the pelvis and the torso. So hopefully it'll still work. Doing the pelvis or doing the lumbar will be a good test, and I really don't know a way to figure that out other than just to try it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go and then finish the lumbar, assuming I still can and it works out, and then once I got the lumbar working, doing the head and the neck, but then going down the arm and seeing, is it even possible for me to do the arm? Well, the computer runs so slowly that I'll just have to figure out a different way. The big hope is no. Hopefully it'll just work, but it's possible that it won't. So we'll see what happens. I'm a little worried about it, but like I said, there's not really a way to know without just going for it and trying it. So let's go upstairs, start some work before I have to go into normal people work today. How's that sound? Hey guys, checking in. Still working. Right now, I got rid of these frontal joints I put on here. I ended up having to make sliding joints instead of hinge joints because that was the only way I was going to get them to fit in here. So it's coming along. It's tight. The problem I talked about with it being slow isn't going on right now, so maybe it was just doing those really complicated bending parts. So maybe it won't be such a problem as I thought. Hopefully. I think I might go for a run right now. I kind of want to burn off a little energy. So I think I might go do that right now. It's the middle of the day before I go work. Hey guys, I finished working a little bit ago, and then I just decided I wanted to clean everything, so I cleaned a bunch of shit, even some shit that I had a pile of receipts over here. I decided to put into an actual book ledger thing. I had one of those going for my old company, but then when I closed that, I didn't really have a way of keeping track of my finances that way, or at least like my transactions. I mean, I can keep track of my finances and by looking at my bank account, but this keeps track of all my transactions and stuff. So I took all those receipts and I put them into a new book, so I have that. I cleaned out some shit out of the garage that was like holding some really old exomuscle stuff that was just taking up room in the garage. I decided to clean that, and then I cleaned some other shit too. I just decided I really wanted to clean some stuff, maybe because I listened to a episode of Joe Rogan with Jordan Peterson. It was like, clean your room, and I'm like, all right. So I did that. Let me show you something that I'm thinking about doing on this on the lumbar. Something I'm going to change. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier briefly, but there's going to be a hinge joint here initially, and the idea was to layer it up. But now what I'm thinking is, so I had to switch to these sliding joints in here. But what I'm thinking of doing is look at this. So I turned on the torso and the pelvis here, and this is what we're looking at right here. I know this looks grainy in here, but I'm thinking about taking this one and flipping it down, and then when this bends down, it'll kind of have this spot to go into, and then there's going to be one more of these things up above, and then have that one go up, so that one goes up into that cavity, and this one goes down into that cavity. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So I think I'm going to get after that and see how that looks. Hey guys, I'm so tired right now. It's only like 8:30, but I'm just like falling asleep in my chair. So I think I'm done working for the day. I might still be catching up from hiking the incline, I'm not sure. And if you watch that video, you know what else happened that day. But getting closer on the thing. I ended up not dropping that joint down because I realized it was going to have to come back up in order to attach anyway, so leaving it going up made more sense. So I got those joints done, and now I'm working on the ring that connects to the other the second sagittal lumbar joint. And then I have, on top of that, one more transverse, one more frontal, and the final sagittal, which is already built onto the torso, and then we'll be done with the lumbar. So it's day 2 right now. Right now the time to beat is 8 days. That's how long it took to do the pelvis. So hopefully each file will keep going faster, which means I'm getting better and better at building this stuff and getting faster and faster. And then thinking right now, I'll do a little bit of thinking about draft 3, just kind of get some rough ideas out, and then probably just try to roll straight into draft 3, not taking quite as much time as I did last time, because I think there'll be less to figure out and more just about doing it again, refining it and stuff like that. So hopefully before summer ends, we'll get the design done and be able to get out there and build it. It really sucked to have to weld this thing in the winter. I've worked and welded a lot of shit in my garage and machined a lot of shit in my garage in the middle of winter. It's not fun. So anyway, I'm really tired. I'm gonna edit this video, try to get to bed early. I'm gonna get up a little earlier tomorrow, I think. I want to bring in just a little bit more discipline into my life. I've been doing quite a bit of that already with these videos, especially has helped me do that, but I think we all have room for improvement. So I'm gonna get up a little early. I'm gonna try to get up around 7:30, which is kind of early for me. There's my skeleton. You guys are awesome. I love you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell if you want. If you are so inclined, if you want to be notified when I post a new video, which is every day. You guys are awesome. Come back tomorrow, work on the lumbar. Peace.